Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. If you are new to the channel, please make sure that you like, subscribe, share, hit the little notification bell so that you'll be notified for when I put new videos up. I have new things coming up soon. A whole new line of videos that I have planned out and ready to go. Hi Wendy, look at that. You're the first one here. Okay, so I first just wanted to say that there is some stuff going on in the collective right now for the that have to do with the solar plexus and the sacral chakra, and I'm going to first do a short Reiki healing for that. So if you saw that in the title and you're here watching the replay, we're going to do that right away. I just wanted to say that I have opened up and updated my availability for the next 3 weeks. So with the holiday coming up for Thanksgiving here in the US, it's not going to be as much as what I'm hoping for, but I may be able to add a little bit more in depending on how I'm feeling. I'm still getting over this stupid sinus infection that hit me like a ton of bricks at the beginning of this week. But I've been doing some really, really important healings on myself that I have discovered I'm able to do on myself. And it's really helped. It's really helped me to rebound this week. So I'm first going to start with the Reiki transmission. And I have another canvas here that I'm going to use. It's a combination of solar plexus and sacral chakra. There's a lot of karmic issues that are being cleared right now. And there's a lot of first, Wendy, can I add you as a moderator? I know you're going to say yes. I'm probably just actually you're already on there as it. Never mind. You're in there as that setting anyway. So that's good to go. Karmic issues. That has to do with your karmic partners. This has to do with karmic partners for your divine counterpart. Those could be friends. They could be family members. They could be romantic partners. They could be your twins who you have recently found out or realized are karmic twins or catalyst twins or whatever it is that you want to define it as. If you're having trouble clearing, releasing, letting go, feeling the pain from that and the pain of who you are as a person and trying to figure out your identity as a person separate from that person. If you're having trouble with that right now, this Reiki transmission is going to help you with that. It's been infused with some really powerful union rainbow Reiki that I've infused into it. It's been activated, it's been energized by my energy, by my divine masculine's energy, and also by the energy of the woman who channels the art in this painting. If you are interested in getting these canvases, you'll just get in touch with Irena Lukman, and I'll put her name in the box below on Facebook Messenger, and she can channel you your own canvases to do your own healing through, but also to draw just divine spirit energy from whenever you need it. So I'm just going to hold that up for a little bit. If you guys, just for a minute, if you guys want to come back to it and pause the video and meditate on it later, that's going to help you. For now, I'm just going to hold it up. Just open up your energy to receive the Reiki transmission. You'll be receiving it this entire reading if you decide to stay. And if not, maybe come back to it later and just pause it and meditate on it, stare at it for a little while, and just, make sure that your energy is open to receive it. All right. This one is amazing. I really love this one. I really love the way the light catches it. I love the gold in it. She did channel it for me to use for these purposes. I hadn't energized it. I hadn't activated it until today. I knew this morning that I needed to do that there's a lot going on. So when I talk about solar plexus, you could be having symptoms right now too, physical symptoms. It feels like these are deep-seated issues that are coming up again that are causing physical symptoms. Nausea. I've had nausea all morning. It could be physical pain. It could be stomach pains, a little bit of dizziness. It's in the sacral chakra too. So it could be sharp pains. It could be intestinal issues, things like that. If you just kind of today all of a sudden have been having those issues, and there are emotional things coming up with it as well, where there are something is being brought back to you, something is being revisited, an issue that you thought that you had been over before, some kind of confusion is coming up, and it's making you doubt yourself. It's bringing up immense doubt. It's making you doubt yourself. It's making you doubt your journey. It's making you doubt who you are, or your worth, or you're feeling those issues of rejection and abandonment coming up again. It's been thrown back at you or projected on you by someone again. We've been doing a lot of work. So for these things to come back again, or for you to be challenged with them again, it's really important for us to work through them and try to observe them, observe your thoughts, observe your feelings, and figure out what they're telling you. It's not about who you are. You know who you are. I got that song first thing this morning from this song from Moana. You know who you are. And I just keep hearing it over and over again. You know who you are. Don't forget how much work you have done. This is being brought back to you because you are strong enough to see through it this time. You're strong enough to see through it and to clear it once and for all. That doubt that you've been feeling, that doubt that has crept back in for you, doubt about anything, doubt about who you are, doubt about your journey, doubt about, is this person a karmic twin or is he not a karmic twin? Am I on the right path? Am I in the right direction? Everything just feels so confusing and crazy right now. I don't even know what to think anymore. That kind of like boxed in feeling. It's lying. It's lying to you. So receive the energy from that. I also have this deck of cards. It's called the Living Reiki Healing Cards. I haven't used them yet. But I opened them up and I pulled one. I didn't pull one. One jumped right out at me. And it says, change your reactions. So it's kind of like what I was saying. Observe your thoughts. Observe your feelings. Allow yourself to feel them, of course. But when you have those reactions that come up immediately, like they always did before, even though you've done all this healing, you've ascended to this point, you feel defensive. You feel doubtful. You feel a lack of faith. You feel bad about yourself. You feel sad that you feel attacked. Whatever it is that's coming at you, the way that you then react to it and process those things is really, really important now that you know better, now that you know who you are, now that you've ascended to this point. You have the tools that you need to look at the way you normally would have reacted and just pause. Just pause for a little while, sit back, think through it, think through and observe your initial reaction. What was your initial reaction? And don't send that text. Don't send that message. Just sit with it for a little while. Play it over and over again in your head and maybe change the words a little bit. Make sure that you are coming from a place of unconditional love. It's very important. And if you feel like those words are coming from a place less than, it's because you're feeling less than. So just pause. Make sure that you are still. I just saw my tattoo. Be still and sit with those for a little while and really work to change your reaction. That alone is the effort of that is unconditional love. It says on here, just because you've formed a subconscious habit and react to certain situations in a certain way doesn't mean you have to continue doing so forever. Now is the time of change. Now is the time for that. And that is a big change to have enough willpower and enough control over your being, over who you really are, to sit back and observe yourself for a minute. It says you can change your reactions. This is backwards. I know that it is, but you'll be able to read it. You get the gist of it. I thought that was super important. So, hi everyone. Now that I've got all of that out of the way, I'm just going to scroll through these real quick. Hi there. Hi Nellie Belle. Hi Karen S. That's funny. I see you again. Hi Crystal. I'm so glad to be back too, guys. I had an amazing week with my divine masculine, and he and I will be getting to that and to some of the details of some of the things that we were doing while he was here. And we went like right into mission work. We were guided to do some just amazing earth healings and things like that. So I can't wait to share all of that with you guys. But I'm really, really, really happy to be back. You can thank W. Lunabo for that. Her name is Wendy. She emailed me and said, all right, your divine masculine has had you for long enough. It's time for you to come back. We miss you. And I've been thinking about coming on here and going live again anyway. And I was thinking about doing it today. I just wanted to make sure that my energy level was up, that I wasn't going to deplete myself. I have been feeling much better today. I had to run my daughter to the dentist as well in an emergency thing. So, but she sent me that email. I was like, okay, I see what you did there. I miss everybody too. And I was really wanting to connect with you too. So thank you for that. And I missed you guys. Karen S. I see you. She said, my DM has a new love. It's been tough. I get that. And make sure that you allow yourself to absorb the healing that's coming from this space right now. It feels really light in here. You guys feel very light. I feel very welcomed. I feel very supported. Hi, Michelle. I see you. Shane, hi. These issues are coming back up again. Shane said massive rejection that came up from nothing, really. Yeah, there's also a video that I had done back in August that I started to watch this morning, and it's relevant. It's relevant to today. It was, oh God, I'll post the link for it in the box below. It was about karmic energy coming in kind of as an attack. Now it is coming from here and it's being brought up in order for us to examine, but a lot of times it's being reflected or projected from other people as well. And so it's sometimes hits you out of nowhere. And it's just like, well, that wasn't mine. It was their energy and they were projecting it. There is still something underneath of that for you, but a lot of times it's coming from other people and it's being projected onto you, but the person that you used to be. And so when you see it that way and you're like, no, I know who I am. It's because there are hints of that old person that you used to be that you still need to release. There's cords and attachments that you have to that person that you were, not just the karmic partner and not just your twin or whoever it is that you were attached to. There's pieces of you that you have attachments to that felt maybe safe hiding behind that need to be examined in order for you to release. I'm going through the same thing too. So I'm right there with you and I'm working through it and figuring it out. So I'll be letting you guys know as I feel like a lot of times they are having me and my divine masculine, we're kind of going through things. And a lot of you are on the same timeline as us. It may be that we're here on the timeline and you're just like right here on the timeline, or you're 5 steps ahead of us or whatever it is, but it's a similar vibration. And I feel like sometimes we're going through the things within the collective at the exact same time or just before it. We're meant to have that empathic experience so that we can really feel it and translate to you what that looks like for us and how we can help you to go through it because you're getting ready to, or you are in the process of going through it too. So that's the beauty of the collective energy of the unity consciousness, is that there are meant to be people that kind of ride the wave and are up here on the wave, or they always show me like geese, the way that they fly in a V. And the leader of that V is the one that feels the strongest at the time, or the one that is meant to take the lead for a certain amount of time. And once they get tired, they switch positions. And someone back here who is rested within the airstream of that lead goose, they then come and they take the lead, and that bird will fall back and take a rest. And it's kind of how it is. We're always kind of switching position. But when we're in the lead and we're going through something that we know, we're kind of barreling through it for you guys in order to be able to translate what it is that it's going to feel like and kind of explain what's happening at the time. So we're going through it too. Um, I'm just gonna go through your comments real quick. I also, yeah, my divine masculine is here too. I saw that, babe. I saw 33. I almost said something when it came up. We had 33 people watching at one point, and I saw it. And 33 to us is the number for Jesus. It's always how he makes himself known that he's present. And so he is here with us. Mary Magdalene is 100% here. I just felt that like real heavy right here. And I have I have all of these different pendants and that have stones in them, and they always have me wear what I'm going to need for that day. This one is scolasite. And it's really beautiful. It's very angelic. It's always, it connects me almost directly to the angels. I know that there are a ton of angels here right now. They had me put that on first this morning. There are a lot of angels here, especially Mary Magdalene. It's funny because I don't usually see her as like an angel. You know, there's the archangels, and Raphael is here for sure. Uriel is here. But Mary Magdalene is showing up to me like an angel. That's interesting. But I got a new deck. I just got a new deck in the mail. So I have never done an unboxing before. And so I want to do that. And I may just like pull a couple of cards for you guys. I may pull one for each of you or whatever it's going to be. But I have to show you this new deck. I have to play around with it. I've never had a deck where I looked at two of the cards and I was like, I have to have it right now. I didn't even look at all the different cards. Like I usually look up the pictures and decide if I want to pay that much money for it. Yes, I had to have it immediately. I just knew. And I ordered it. It was like 2 days it was here. So that was definitely meant to be. It was meant for you guys. So I'm going to show those to you guys. Doria, I'm thinking that your name is Doria. Hello, I'm happy for you to be here too. I'm so glad for you guys all to join me, for you to make it. Somebody asked me why I don't like announce ahead of time that I'm going to come on, and I don't always know that I'm going to come on. Sometimes they're just like, just do it, just go before you have to think twice about it. Just go and do it. And I just feel like whoever is meant to be here is going to be here. Whoever is meant to see the message later is meant to see the message later. So, all right. Wendy is reminding everyone to hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up. Look, there's only 13 thumbs up right now. It makes a difference for how this video is viewed, how the message gets out there, what the algorithm is for YouTube. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up button, please hit the thumbs up button right now. Oh, 22. Just went to 22. Thank you very much. Keep going. All right. Apparently I'm pulling cards now. I'm pulling cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. And we're just really Spirit's gonna tell us what the hell's going on right now. I do have my music on too. They had me turn on, Bruno Mars radio station. So it's very happy, it's very upbeat, it's very light. They just keep telling me, even though it feels heavy, you guys, you know who you are. You know who you are. You are a light being. The energy that you feel from me right now is reflection of you. So if you see some sort of light in me, it's coming from you. If you see some kind of light in me, but you feel heavy, I'm holding that up too. But underneath of that is you. It's the real you. There's 3. I meditated a little ahead of time. 3 I am statements that I want you to repeat right now. I am light, and say it like that. I am light. I am pure. I'm worthy. And I'm good enough, just as I am. The chat just completely paused, and it was like everything was still for a second there. It was peaceful. I could feel you guys feeling those, and the purity of that is really helping to release something stuck in between your heart chakra and your solar plexus right now. I can feel it. It's releasing, and my heart is racing from it. I had chills too. Crystal just said chills. I had chills too. It just got really still for a second there. They're reminding me also of when Lloyd was here, we went and we did an earth healing out, and he did it on the water, and I did it on the land. We were sitting back to back, and as we were sitting there meditating and doing our magic, um, it was this like cove of water, and everything just got still. He was like, "Do you hear that? There's nothing. The water was still. The birds were still. It was the most peaceful feeling, and it just went still all of a sudden." That was the effect that the healing was having on the environment around us, and it was just, oh god, it was the most immense experience in my heart chakra that I think I've ever had, and that's how that just was just now after those statements. So I want you to know that I can feel how deep those just went. If you expressed that and believed those I am, those affirmations, I just felt it. That was lovely. Okay. So I pulled 2 cards from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. This is what came out. Clean it up and imagine. They came out like this. You are epic. This to me feels like what I was talking about. You know who you are. These things that you imagine, that's your faith. Your faith is what you know. What you imagine is what you know you are capable of. It's not a dream, it just is. Can you imagine that you would go out and do energy healing on the land and see an immediate response in the environment around you? It was palpable. It was like there's no doubt that our energy together and the power that we were putting out there had an immediate effect on the earth. Was that part of my imagination? Hell no, it was not. It was so real. And drawing on that faith, drawing on that knowing, drawing on what that feeling was within here is the 0 point. That's the space that you need to go back to when you are sitting in the middle of whatever fear is coming up or whatever doubt is coming up or whatever it is that's in your solar plexus that's telling you you're not good enough or that you're unworthy or that you are being rejected because of something about you that is wrong, instead of it being about them and about the journey and about part of your learning experience, not about the depth of who you are. This clean it up, that's what they're telling you, is clean up the cobwebs that are in the way of that, the depth of that knowing, your faith. Get back to this and, it could be literally cleaning out your space. It could be doing the laundry, cleaning up the corners in your space. It could be that you haven't cleared your spaces in a while. And so there are little pockets of darker energy that are sitting there that you had released that you didn't realize are still there, and they're getting in the way of really calling fully on your faith when things like this come up. Clear your space, clear this space. One of the things that they showed me was this week when I was sick. It's so hard when you're just kind of like out of it and just like, bleh. And I'm so tired, and my face was like hurting because I was purging so much stuff. It was just ridiculous. My nose was all red from blowing my nose. I did not feel like meditating. I didn't feel like doing anything except like staring at the TV and resting. And I knew that that was important. But at the same time, your spiritual health is important, especially when you feel run down. Whatever it is that you need to do, meditating, maybe just going outside, absorbing the sun, making sure that you're grounding yourself. It's so important then too. And I wasn't doing enough of it. And it gets to a point where I feel run down energetically, and I get attacked by some sort of negative energy or projection coming at me. And next thing I know, I'm sitting in doubt and I'm sitting in fear and I'm doubting myself and my self-worth. It's so important. Even on the days that you're sick, you still brush your teeth, right? It's spiritual hygiene, and it really, you got to clean up the discipline that goes into that and make sure that you are on point all the time. That's what they told me. Thank you very much for making an example of me. Again, I told you I have to go through it first, and anyway, they wanted me to remind you that it's so important, even when you just don't feel like it. Sometimes just bringing yourself back to a 0 point. If you do Reikiing yourself every single day. We have the power within us to heal. We have the power within us to cleanse our own bodies. Our bodies are dying to heal themselves. We are able to heal ourselves. I rebounded from this just massive sinus infection in just a couple of days because I channeled the power of the healing power of Jesus and Mary Magdalene and the affirmations of the power within myself, that I have the power to heal myself. My body has the power to heal itself. The bacteria that was sitting here that was an infection, a friend of mine pointed out, is just in the wrong place. It's not in its natural place. That bacteria has a natural place, but it got stuck here for some reason, energetically. Who knows why? It was something that was happening with me. And I know what it was, but I'm able to thank that energy, thank that bacteria for being there, for teaching me the lessons, for helping me to purge the things that I needed to purge. But now it's time to go home. Now it's time to leave my body. And with massive intention and knowing and affirmations about who I am as a healer, was able to completely stop that purging and have it exit my body. And I continued to do that over a course of 2 days. And the pressure here, the purging, the constant runny nose, all of that was gone. It's still being cleared, and I have another clearing to do tonight that I plan on doing. But it's massive. The power that we have to heal ourselves is massive. So it really is just about cleaning up the patterns that we fall back on when we feel run down a little bit, or we feel tired, or we don't keep up on, our spiritual hygiene. Faith. It's always going back to that 0 point. Oh, Nina, you're welcome for the reminder. Crystal said she has high-pitched ringing right now. I do too, actually. And I'm going to sit for just a minute and ask who it is for me. The fairies have been very present for me lately. There's something going on with the earth. It feels like I have opened up, my divine masculine and I have opened up something when it comes to earth elements and earth beings. And number 55 people in here right now. It's big changes that are happening. Big changes are happening to the earth, and the fairies are coming in to thank us, to bind with us, and to work with us to get it going, because they've been trying to get us to do this kind of work for a long time. It's so important, and it's really going to help to usher in all of this, the energy for the new earth. It's important. Jen said, I've never brushed my teeth so good like today. You just have to be easy on yourself. You have to be easy on yourself, and just, it's showing you that for a reason. There's a reason why you're doubting yourself. There's a reason why you're doubting your knowing. It goes back to traumas. It goes back to those things that if we think that we've cleared it and it keeps coming up, or the self-doubt and these self-worth issues keep coming back, it's because we haven't quite cleared it yet. And it's okay. It just means that we can't ignore it. We have to dig back in again. Okay, there's another layer of this that I haven't quite peeled away yet. I'm not there yet. They're showing it to me, and I'm peeling it away. I'm not hiding and saying, I already cleared that. Just, I need to not reside in the past. And it's not always about residing in the past. It's about peeling away another layer and not ignoring it. But it's also not staying there. It's sitting in it, looking at it, listening to it. What are those feelings telling me? And then moving forward and going from there, crying it out. Sometimes you just got to cry it out. All right. Oh, Annika Skywalker. When I was talking about clearing the space, she said her maids came. I actually have been considering having a maid come like once a week or something like that, because it has always seemed really indulgent to me, and just I don't know, it always just seemed like something that was like way too spoiling. Like I can do all of that. I why would I pay somebody to come and clean my house? All right, let me tell you why I would have somebody come and clean my house, because I'm a single mom and because it would take such a load off, and I could take the money that I spend frivolously in other areas and put it towards that. And really, really, I just bought myself so much time and worry, and plus I could have a clean environment around me way more often, which is really great for my mental and energetic self and health. So I've been considering doing it. I think my divine masculine has been encouraging it too, and I think I might do it. It may be something that I do to treat myself. It's part of self-care. Why not? Oh, Crystal. Okay, well, come on over and clean my house. It needs to be vacuumed right now. Right behind that door right there is a whole load of laundry that I just threw behind the door before I went live. So if you guys saw this room right before I came on. Yes, peace of mind. I missed you guys so much. I missed you. I love this. All right, so my new deck is the Moon deck. I saw this on Instagram. It was made by, it's themoondeck.com, written by Irena Lee, illustrated by Andrea K, I think it is. So I'm just going to look through them real quick, and then I'm just going to pick someone and I'm going to pull a card for you. How about that? Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. That's so gorgeous. And it's a fox. Foxes have been coming up a lot for me lately. There's this little charm disappeared for a while and came back just this morning. Foxes show up for my divine masculine all the time too, just outside his front door. It says, blessings and magic are afoot. Adventure is ahead. That's the fox spirit. He also pointed out yesterday or the day before that foxes are a little bit, it could be dark, it could be light. They could be characters, they could be like having fun, they could be causing mischief, they could be sneaky, they could be one or the other. It's all about the energy of the fox that day. It's also about what you feel in the energy. This fox feels comforting, feels supportive. It feels like a spirit animal that I would want on my shoulder. My instincts keep me adaptable in the face of any obstacle. That's the energy that we need right now, is adaptability. That may be the difference between the way that we used to react to situations and changing our reactions. Knowing that our instincts keep us adaptable, but that we don't need to always go to our very first gut instinct that is can come from a primal place, a place of fear, a place of damage. Beautiful. I celebrate my lineage and honor my ancestors. A lot of the work that we did this week while he was here was connected to Native Americans and clearing bloodlines and clearing war bloodlines and slaves. And it definitely had a lot to do with ancestors and Native Americans. So it was very connected in that kind of way. It had a very shamanic feel to it. It was a lot about balancing out the dark things and releasing the energies that have been trapped in these different areas around my home for a long time. So it was really beautiful. Healthy boundaries keep me centered and balanced. This has to do with your solar plexus also. Understanding that it's okay to have boundaries, that you know who you are, and when someone else has crossed those, it's okay to stand strong in who you are. So, all right, I am going to just real quick thank this deck for being here, being a part of my family, and my family of, I may show you all of my decks one day, all 40 decks. I did get 2 new decks while he was here also, so I may dig into one of those too, but I just want to, before I read into them, I just want to thank her real quick for being here. singing. She's singing right now. And it's a she. The deck is a she. I've never called my decks a he or a she or anything. All right. Raise your hand if you would like a card pull. I don't want to do it for just anybody because I don't want to put you on the spot. You don't want it. All right, Lori's first. All right, slow down. Jeez. All right, Lori's first. I may need to read from the book too, just because I've never used these cards before. I've never seen them before. Mrs. Blue, hi, I see you there again. It may be also that I just need to hold this card up for you because you are going to get something from it. It may be that you read your own card. We'll see with each one of them. So this one's for Lori. I trust the change unfolding in my life. Number 41, which is also the number 5 card. Big changes coming up. If it's not already happening for you, it will be happening for you. And we're talking big change. It feels like this is connected to a twin. And it feels like something connected to, you can see the circle around her head this way. It feels like it's being ushered in by Mary Magdalene or Mother Mary. There may be something in my Mary Magdalene message that came out the other day that resonates with you. That one is for you. I'm going to try to go in order. Annie, this one's for you. I'm going to put that card back in there too, just in case. That one's meant for you too. So even though I'm pulling cards for each person individually, this could resonate for any one of you. If you see something in it and it really gets you, it really connects with you, it could be for you too. We are part of the same collective, and a lot of us resonate at the same vibration. So you are me, and I'm you. So that message was for me too. So thank you for Lori for pulling that card for me. All right, this one's for Annie. I'm at home in my body and at peace in my spirit. This is number 26, the number 8 card. This is a really great one. I hear that song again, You Know Who You Are. If you don't know what song I'm talking about, listen to the Moana soundtrack. And I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, You Know Who You Are. This is about coming to peace with something about your body. This feels like the trauma energy that we had going on also. I wonder if you've finally come to a place or will be coming to a place soon, a 0 point, where you are making peace. All right, Dorothy Henry, you're next. There's a song on right now too. We'll be counting stars, they said. We'll be counting stars. There's something in that. I don't know if it's necessarily for you or just in general for everybody. All right, can I have one for Dorothy, please? Dorothy? All right. I was just going to say, I need you to open up your energy just a little bit. It was kind of like a little bit of anticipation, a little bit of fear energy. There it is. It's the one we just pulled a minute ago. I celebrate my lineage and honor my ancestors. It feels like you have guides right now that are trying to get in touch with you, but you're kind of blocked off to it a little bit. I feel like that's kind of like what the resistance energy was. It feels like you have some ancestors that are trying to get in touch with you, or energies of people who have passed that are wanting to communicate with you. And I think that little bit of resistance that I felt there when the cards weren't coming out may be connected to this for you. There's others of you in there too that applies to. They're telling me it's not just her. All right, Nellie Belle. If any of you is able to just go back up through that list, any of my moderators, if you could go back up that list and just like let me know who was next so I don't have to scroll. That would be lovely. I love you. Thank you. But Nellie Belle, this is for you. Sorry, I want to get down to the bottom so I can see you guys. All right, Michelle said she feels invisible right now. I got passed over. I don't know if maybe I just started after she had said, but if you could look at that. All right, so this is Nellie Belle. I live each moment with a presence of gratitude, the number 17. So this is, again, the number 8 card. So clearly she's very pregnant. It could be with possibility, with opportunity, like something has just been presented, some sort of opportunity has just been born, some sort of thing has just been created. You're like reveling in it, like right in the middle of it, understanding your worth. It's almost like there's some sort of gratitude for the collective energy, this unity energy, understanding where this kind of energy is born. It's like I even see like fairies in here too, like little fairy lights. The conversation that we've been having, the gratitude for the resonance with other people, like, oh, they're going through it too, and they're going through it too, and I'm so glad that she's talking about this, or that somebody mentioned something. It feels like that kind of gratitude within that unity. 55 people, 44 thumbs up. That's a big number. Big changes, especially when it comes to, oh man, balancing out the unity with us and angel presence too, they're telling me. The number 44. I always associate the number 44 also with Atlantis and with Atlantean healing, because my divine masculine does Atlantean healing. If any of you are interested in that, please go over to his website, Light Side Energy Healing. He's an amazing, amazing Atlantean energy healer, among other things. He also did a video this morning that was so amazing, and I'm so proud of you for it. He was talking a little bit about this karma clearing that's happening, and he did a Ho'oponopono ceremony and offered himself as the divine masculine that was taking on the projections of all other masculines in your life that has ever hurt you, and apologized for it, said, I love you. The ceremony goes, I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And it's repeated it for those of you who need the healing and who are not in a place with those people who have harmed you in your life, or those masculine energies who are distorted that you will never get closure from. He sat and represented those people for you and took that on in order to help you heal. So, and then it's also offered at the end that you can repeat that back to him in order for his healing as well. So it was really beautiful. And I would love for you to go over to his YouTube and check that out if you feel like you want to be a part of that kind of healing. It's gorgeous. Light Side Energy Healing on YouTube. I loved it. It's beautiful. Okay, who was next? I think you said KK, right? Hi, Mysterious Energy. I see you also. Shane said he can testify that he's amazing. He's had a session with him, and his energy is just incredible. It's like one big hug. It's very powerful. It's definitely a higher vibration. It's a higher level of energy. So not everybody is quite ready for that level of energy healing. Definitely knocks out some of the things that are very deep-seated. So I'm pretty sure I saw my friend Jen in here too. Sun-Kissed Intuitive Healing. Are you in here, Jen? If so, hello. Thank you for joining us. Go check out her site too. It's amazing. Wendy said you two need to do a collab for us. We're going to. I just looked up and the time said 44:44. I guess that means we need to do it soon, Lloyd. We've been talking about it, and there have been a couple of times where we said we should do a live. We need to do a live together, and it hasn't, they haven't pushed us to do it just this second, but there's a lot of stuff that we plan on doing together. And I really would like to go over some of the stuff that happened while he was here, and some of the things that we were guided, the energy healings that we were guided to do while he was here. It was just incredible. So we're definitely going to do that. We're going to get into that, believe me. Oh, Kimberly Osborne, thank you for your donation. Okay, so that reminds me that the super chat is enabled. Kimberly, I'm going to pull a card for you now too, actually. And then if you guys can just tell me who was next after, I think it was Nellie Belle that I pulled for the last time. Super chat is enabled. So at the very top, if you just click that money sign and you want to, it either highlights one of your comments, keeps it up at the top for me, or I can do a card pull for you for donations. I appreciate it. All right, this one's for you, Kimberly. Celinda's next. Thank you, PN. I recognize that name. I recognize you. I thought we were going to do a session. All right. I love that you guys are thanking Kimberly too. Kimberly, thank you guys for thanking her. This is one big gratefulness session. They're thanking you for supporting me, because this is a really beautiful space of healing. That's incredible. That just touched me. All right, one for Kimberly, please. It's funny. I just heard she doesn't want one. Like, I'm gonna pull one for you anyway. But they're like, she doesn't want one. She didn't donate because she wanted a card. She did it because she appreciates you. Thank you so much for that. I'm gonna pull one anyway. That's why there's no card coming out. They're like, she didn't want one. Okay, I'm gonna get one anyway. Ah, love this one. I'm courageous, steady, and strong. That's right. That's my face right there. This is being reflected back to you guys too. Kimberly is like, I'm strong. I got this. That donation was for you. This card is for you. That's being reflected back to you. Thank you for your courage and your strength and your support. I feel that. I see that reflected back to me, and it powers me up too. Thank you. This is, to me, Jesus shows up as the lion also. So it's that kind of loving masculine power and energy that you're exuding right now. God bless you. That was amazing. Okay, Celinda's next. You know what? We're definitely going to do a collaboration. I'm going to do one with my Divine Masculine. We're just trying to figure out when the best time is, or, we'll probably answer some questions too. I would love to know what kind of questions you guys want to ask us and ask him. Maybe we can even pull some, and I don't know if he's here right now. Are you here right now? Divine Masculine? Can I get a card for Celinda, please? Oh, this is a great card. We are all sisters and reflect the divine in one another. This is the unity consciousness. I really feel the connectivity in this chat right now, in this reading. The sisterhood is everything. It's so important. And it really is. Just the other day, I posted on Instagram, and I even posted here. If you haven't checked out my community section on this channel, there are some things that I post there that don't come up as recommendations. They're not videos. So if you go over there, there's more information there. There was a channeling from Mary Magdalene the other day that I could feel the changes in the earth. I could feel a rumbling in the earth. I heard Schumann resonance. I knew something had happened with the Schumann resonance. I went outside and I saw thousands and thousands of fairy lights and other light beings. I don't even know what they were. It was just like these It was like these shooting energies. And I knew something was going on. Mary Magdalene came in immediately, and it was like the fairies are excited. The earth is excited. It can feel the healing that's coming. It can feel the unions coming. It can feel the united force coming to heal the earth, to heal the people of the earth, that this revolution is started. Unions are being called for. Unions between divine feminines, between divine masculines, with each other, the sisters, the brothers, unions between the counterparts. It's time to surrender to those unions. If you think that you have already surrendered to it and you're not seeing the result of it, there is something that is being missed. It could be that you are surrendering to that person as the person and not the energy. Surrender to however the universe is going to bring it to you, because the earth is waiting for you. They need you. They need these unions. We all need these unions. And the collective is building strength. And it's happening here. It's happening right now. It's happening in this channel right now. It's happening through the channel of this. It's almost like Mother Gaia is speaking right now. The fairies are speaking through me. It's not just Mary Magdalene. But that's what the energy of that was. That's what it is right now. It's calling for this united force. We need to rely on each other for each other's sight, for the heart healing, for knowing who you are, for the reflection of your light in me, for the reflection of my light in you, because there are so many times where we are human. We are sitting in our human selves and we just can't see it. We are meant to see it in other people, and then to be reminded of the reflection of the mirror. So this is so important. Celinda, this is important for you too. It's almost like they want you to grab hold of those around you and really draw from the power of that. It's almost like you're not doing that enough. You need to surrender to the power of your sisters to help sister you through. It's so important. And it's going to bring your union faster. The very first wave of unions that come through, this was another Mary Magdalene channeling. It was probably like a month and a half ago on my channel. If you go back, she was talking about the first wave of unions coming in. That first wave of unions is between divine feminines with each other within their soul groups. Their soul groups are coming together in order to be united with each other. It's essential that that happens first. There's no way that union with your counterpart can happen unless that first wave of union with your sister counterparts can happen. It's the only way. And we're being ignited to it. You're being activated to it. If you haven't already been activated to it, maybe this is an activation for you right now. Maybe that's what that was all about. Maybe that's why I feel this surge of just like, this is intense. This is like my jam. You guys are my jam. Yes, we are all one. We are all one. Okay. Does anybody know who is next? Thank you, PN. Crystal, you're next. This one's for Crystal. All right. Mysterious Energy said, Celinda sending you good healing energy. I want every single one of the sisters in this place right now, if you're up for it, Celinda, for them to send their energy, even people that are watching later. Celinda's going to feel this energy whenever it is that you send it. Send her, your sister, divine feminine, healed energy to her right now so that she can feel the power of the union. This is union energy. See the stillness again? That chat just stopped for a second. That's still, that's peace, that's contentment. That's union energy right there coming at you. Every one of you feel that. It's not just for her, it's for you too. Beautiful. All right, so Crazy Daisy, she said, how do I get a card pulled or reading during the live chat? I'm just doing readings for a line of people. If you want to be bumped up in the line, I'm going to get as many as I can. I have no idea how many I'm going to be able to get right now, but if you do the super chat, if you do a donation, I'll be able to pull your card faster. I'll bump you up in line to be able to pull your card faster. This one is for Crystal first. Oh, see that? Yes. I love spirit. Collaboration brings more sweetness into my life and into the world. Look at that card. Look at how beautiful that is. Lloyd, if you're looking, he always talks about, he's been getting the message of hive mind within the collective. It's all about unity, consciousness, and each individual bee that comes together for the united force of the hive itself. They are all working for that one cause, for that one goal, and that is to grow their hive, to grow their community, to feed each other, to grow each other. This hive mind is the sisterhood, it's the brotherhood, it is the collective consciousness, it's unity consciousness. This is exactly what we were all just sending to each other just now. It's so beautiful the way that that happens. Yes. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for your donation. I'm going to pull one for you. And then if you guys can let me know who was next after Crystal. Crystal, that was especially for you. I know that you could feel the energy that was coming to Celinda and that was being bounced around in here that whole time. That was especially meant for you. Like in your times of darkness and in need, there's a little bit of solar plexus stuff going on right there too. Remember that and draw on that energy. That energy that we were all just sending, that's the 0 point. That is the peace. That's the 0 point. Go back to that when you feel run down, or if you feel 55 just on my time clock. So this is a big deal right now. The energy of this, feeling the energy of this within here. All right, Michelle, I'm going to pull one for you right now too. Okay. Thank you so much. 777. Oh, that one jumped out. Gear up, Michelle. Yeah, right? I unleash my wildness and choose to be free. Number 43 card. This is the number 7 card. You just donated 777. Look at the way that that wolf is howling at the moon. It's time. It is time for your freedom. You're on the verge of something and you're about to break through. You're about to break free. They are encouraging you. It's the right path. It's the right thing to do. Whatever it is that you're getting ready to push through, barrel through it, howl at the moon. The energy of that new or that full moon that just came through here is powering you. You've been activated and it's time. It's almost like stepping into the middle of this live chat where the divine feminines are like, ow, we fucking love each other. We are united with each other. It's drawing on the energy of that. The energy of the full moon, the moon itself represents feminine energy, divine feminine energy. And this full moon, this super moon, that has been just massive. Stepping into this arena and drawing off of that in order to free yourself. You need to be freed right now. And only you can do it. We back you. We all have your back right now. Right now. That was that big energy in this card right here. You're getting ready to do very big things. Lovely. All right. Who is next? Crazy Daisy. Love that name. I love this. I love this. All right. Anybody else know who is next? Pian, you are on it, girl. Thank you. Doria. I'm assuming that it's Doria. This one's for you. And if you guys want me to pull a card for you ahead of everybody else that was in line, make sure that you hit that the super chat and put in a donation and I'll bump you up. Doria, this is for you. I meet resistance with kindness. This is the number 33. This is also, so 33, Jesus card. It breaks down to a number 6. I'm hearing someone from your past. It feels like someone from your past is coming in or has come in, or this is who you're thinking of. You're thinking of someone from your past. And it says, I meet resistance with kindness. So this person in your past is causing you resistance. They want you to meet it with kindness. They want you to meet it with a sense of gratefulness for its lessons and embrace it for its lessons. But remember that it is resistance. It's causing resistance energy in you for some reason. They really want you to draw on the energy of this space and what I was talking about in the beginning, your self-worth, the understanding of who you are. You know who you are. When someone comes in from your past and challenges that, meet it with kindness and say, thank you for that. Thank you for showing me that that's who I was. But I need to cut the cords of who I was from before. That's for you. I hope you resonate with that. And if you don't, someone else is resonating with this right now. All right, Crystal, thank you. Thank you for your donation. I'm going to pull one for you right now. Do you want another card? You're welcome. Thank you so much, Crystal. I appreciate that. I really appreciate you. Another time. Okay. All right. PN, do you know who was next? Whoever it was, the card's already sitting here waiting for you. So good. I'm glad that you resonated with that. I appreciate it. All right. Michelle is next. Michelle, this card already jumped out and was waiting for you, and it's appropriate because you had said that you got skipped or whatever. So it's like this card was waiting for you. All right. I am of the earth and in harmony with nature. That's beautiful. I wonder, are you an earth sign? I wonder if you're an earth sign. Thank you for your donation, Misty. Oh. Okay, that would be perfect. Thank you. Email me about that, Misty. I see you on there. Taurus. See, I knew it. Okay, so I feel like what they're telling me right now is that you're not drawing off of enough of your Taurus energy. It's powerful, but a lot of times the Taurus energy is stubborn, and it's creating an energy of resistance for you, just like that last card. I feel like that last card applied for you too. The someone coming from your past creating resistance. The resistance is coming from you. It's coming from the bull. It's coming from your Taurus energy. They want you to draw on the earth element of Taurus more than what are they saying? Just like the personality characteristic. You need to really draw on the earthiness of your sign. It's where you get your power. It's where you get your empoweredness. And it's the difference between being empowered and trying to have power and have control over the situations in your life. On the opposite end of that, they're also telling me air. So it's breathing the air. It's getting more oxygen. It's almost like you're not getting enough oxygen. If you are of the earth, it's like you're not getting enough of the oxygen that you need in order to have that flow of, that give and take between the trees and us, the oxygen and carbon dioxide. It's almost like you're not getting enough oxygen. You're not oxygenating your blood, your bones, your body. It may have something to do with your sleep also. It feels like you may have a sleep disturbance or something like that. Fill your house with more plants if you can. There are certain plants that give off more oxygen than other plants. You might want to look into that and see if you can bring some of those into your house. But they're wanting you to draw off of your earth energy, go outside and earth more often, get in touch with nature more often, because it really, really powers you up more than it would other people. And you need more oxygen. That's what they're saying. All right, Misty, I'm going to pull one for you. Thank you so much. She said, as a sister energy gift, I want to send you a copy of the bird coming out of the fire photo I emailed you about. That would be amazing. I would love that. I'm going to pull a card for you right now, too. I know. So Michelle said, I haven't gone outside, I guess, since the weather changed. And that's the hardest thing that I have, too. I hate the cold. I hate it. I think twice about it every single time. I know I need to go out in the sun. Bundle up as much as you can. Get yourself outside. touch your hands on the ground, stand in the sun and warm yourself up as much as you can. Now is a really important time to absorb as much of it as you can ahead of time and fill your tank. Because coming up on winter, it's going to be really hard to get outside more often. Even if you do it for just a couple of minutes at a time, it's really important to just be out there. I know it's hard to do. It's something that we really have to pay attention to. They're reminding me about my kids. My kids don't like to brush their teeth either, but I'm always reminding them, you got to do it. I'm sorry. I know we're tired. We got to do it. We got to get ourselves outside. We are earth beings and we need the energy from the earth, especially you as an earth sign in that way. You're not drawing on that power enough. All right. This one. All right. This one's for Misty. Can I get one for Misty, please? This deck is really beautiful too. I'm loving, loving, loving the energy in it. themoondeck.com. Can I get one for Misty, please? I'm listening to the song that's on there. It said something about a one-track mind like me. Hey, Soul Sister. That's what it is. This song is Hey, Soul Sister. That's interesting, Misty. If that song came on. I feel like you and I have some kind of connection. You did say something about the bird also. I feel like you and I have some kind of connection. Can I get a card for Misty, please? Oh, I forgive and let go with loving ease. The number 15 card, the number 6 again. It feels like a lot of you have someone coming in from the past. It could be that you are working to clear the energy of someone from your past. It's about drawing on your feminine energy and understanding the power that you have within your body, within your feminine body, to forgive yourself and to release. So I was listening, or I read something the other day about somebody said, be careful who you're intimate with, because you take on the energy of whatever trauma they have had, sexual trauma or whatever it is, plus those of all of their other lovers as well. This is about clearing our wombs. This is about clearing out past lovers. It's about understanding that we have taken on the energy of their traumas and things like that without realizing that we were doing that and not keeping our space sacred in that way, even if it is with someone that we love and someone that we are being sacred with. It's the intention of clearing that out and clearing out past loves, clearing out past lovers, and clearing out the energies of whatever distortions have been put there. That's part of what this is saying too. They're reminding me about that. So this applies to you. This applies to some other of us also. It's about embracing yourself and your femininity and your feminine power, the power of creation that resides in your womb. It's power to everything. Sacred space. Keeping that clear. That's part of this. If you didn't see the very beginning of this video, I started with a Reiki transmission for healing solar plexus and sacral issues. Part of this that I was just talking about can be healed with the energy, with that Reiki transmission too, in the sacral chakra. Tina Light, thank you so much for your donation. I'm going to pull a card for you real quick. Thank you. I'm the weaver of my reality. So number 6 card again, 42. The 42 stands out to me though. I wonder, they're telling me 42. Are you 42? I don't know why that number matters. I usually break it down and it breaks down to a lesser number. It's the number 6 again. Okay. The web we weave. They're telling me about, hang on. This is about taking responsibility also. This is about taking responsibility for having weaved the web that you did, and sitting in the middle of that and just saying, well, I made my bed, now I need to lie in it. It is okay to know that all of these connections were made in your life for a reason. That doesn't mean that you have to stay connected to them. Spider webs break down all the time. They just build them back up again, and they build them up, and no two webs are the same. So when they build that next web the next day or whenever it is after it's been broken down, it's different. It's totally different. So it's okay to, even though you've gotten this far in your journey and you've made this connection, you made that connection, this person maybe is your twin, or you thought it was your twin, or maybe there's karmic energy there. It's okay that the story for that has changed, or that your belief system is being built up to something other than the way that it's been built up until now. That's the image that they're giving me right now. It's okay. You don't have to, like, they're saying stick to it, like it's a sticky web. Like, this is my story and I'm sticking to it. And that's it. That's what I know. That's what that feels like, the energy of. And it's the number 42. It's the number 6 card. It does relate to, it's connected to someone in your past. It may also be like, this is part of my story. That's who I am. And it's holding on to responsibility of, like, that's who I am because that's my story. You have the power to change your story from now on. You have the power to step onto a new timeline. We're talking other dimensions right now, that you have the power to do that. Oh, thank you for that. Anybody? Who else was next? Oh, my time just said 1:11:11. That is a message for a bunch of you in here. That web message. Thank you, Pian. Melanie Daniels was next. Melanie, this is for you. They got nothing on you, babe. That's what the song is. Beautiful girls all over the world. They got nothing on you. No, you know who you are. You know who you are. Proper rest helps me feel and look my best. You are not sleeping enough. Literally, you're not sleeping. You're not taking care of yourself the way that you should. That's what they're saying. Number 34 card. So it's also the moon, and she's resting her head, and the moon is divine feminine. So she's resting her head like in the bosom of the feminine. You are not laying your head down in my bosom enough. Like relying on your divine feminine sisters. You're not relying on the sisterhood enough in order to recharge you, regenerate you, and to help you on your journey. That's what they're saying. And look my best. So you're not seeing the reflection of yourself in me. Melanie, I want you right now, you're on the spot, to tell me what you see in me that I reflect back to you. She said, my life is so busy. You are never too busy to appreciate yourself. You have to make time for yourself. You have to make time for self-care. You have to make time for standing in front of the mirror, standing in front of a YouTube video, and saying, what I see in her is what I see in myself. She said, beauty, generosity. Thank you for that. And I see you too. I see ease and grace. That's what you need to draw on a little bit more. Draw on the energy that you see from other people. And the energy of that beauty and that generosity that you see in me comes from the self-care that I have been doing. I slept for 4 hours yesterday in the middle of the day because I just had to. And I was sick, and I didn't chastise myself for it at all. Not once. I knew I needed it. And I normally would have chastised myself. All right. Thank you for that. Angela and Melanie, I'm proud of you for being able to see that in yourself and being able to post it and being put on the spot. And they see all of that in you too. We see you. Angela, you're next. Thank you for the donation. So Melanie, it could also be, she said, I sleep every afternoon when I can. It could also be like the card that I had drawn for somebody else with the earth card. It could be that you're not getting enough oxygen. There could be a sleep disturbance for you where you're not getting solid sleep, or you're not getting saturated sleep, or there are distractions that are waking you up. Or if you're on your, if you're on your phone right before you go to bed, that scrolling, that blue screen, it's not allowing you right before bed to go into a deep enough sleep. That's what they're telling me. Even if you sleep, you're not getting saturated enough sleep. All right, this one's for Angela. Thank you, Crystal. She said you sound a lot better than when you did when you first started. Thank you. I have some things going on right now too. I have some things that I'm healing. And I was talking about them and I was dealing with them just before I got on here. So drawing off the energy of you guys and the energy of source, the channel energy that's coming through, the Reiki energy that's present right now, I draw off of that too. And it's healing for me too. So I appreciate you saying that. I feel that too. And this sisterhood, this exchange back and forth really helps me also. All right, Angela, my inner compass knows the way. Number 22 card. That's a big card. So I hear union. I hear union energy. This is about your counterpart. My inner compass knows the way. Allow yourself to be led. Allow yourself to be guided, no matter where that takes you. No matter where that takes you. Keep your eyes open and surrender, because your inner compass knows which way it's going. And it is leading you to union right now. Even if it doesn't look the way that you think that it should look. Trust, just trust. Surrender. The song that's on just said, I'm never going to look back. Please don't wake me now. This is going to be the best day of my life. I'm telling you, if you surrender and you face forward and you lean in to whatever it is that the universe is bringing you right now, it's going to be the best day of your life, even if it is not the person that you thought that it was. It's going to be the best day of your life. Allow, surrender. Go to the beginning of this video and take the healing in if you need to. All right, Crazy Daisy, you're up. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate it, guys. Tammy said, I left the connection. It was too much. I set my boundaries and now he's in another relationship. I'm having a really challenging time getting regrounded. I support you. I see you. I understand you. I was there and I get it. It's so hard to maneuver through. Lean in. Allow it. Just allow the universe to guide you wherever you're being guided. You're being supported right now. And there's a lot of other people. I have had so many people message me and email me about, thank you so much for coming out with your situation, with the fact that yours was a karmic twin or a catalyst twin, whatever you guys want to call it, and that your sacred masculine has stepped up. Thank you for bringing the truth of that to us and the fact that you believe it does exist, because it's opened my eyes to this situation that I didn't realize was there and I didn't realize was happening to me, but it's the same situation. And I'm so glad that I was able to lean into it, because when I was doing that, my sacred masculine came in from behind me, or someone that I wasn't paying attention to came in, and it's been beautiful ever since then. I've gotten so many messages about it. It is happening all around us. Unions are happening all around us to those that are surrendering to it. There have also been a couple of people that have emailed me that said, as soon as I surrendered to the fact that it doesn't have to be this person, that it doesn't have to be my twin who I thought was my twin, it freed up the space for that person to actually choose to step into that space. And it is that person, and they knew that it was. There's no distortions there. They were just so pressed in around it and so attached to it that person didn't have the space to step into sacred energy. And it allowed them the space to do that. That freedom that you give yourself, you step into your own sacred energy and you allow them to do that for themselves. That's happening too. It's really just about allowing, knowing who you are deep down. I was just saying, I trust the change unfolding in my life. This is the one that came up before, too, the number 5 card. This again, I was saying when this card came out the first time, allowing yourself to be led and guided. This is for you, Crazy Daisy. So if you were resonating with this before, it's back. And this is Mother Mary now. This is before I wasn't sure if it was Mother Mary or Mary Magdalene. This is Mother Mary energy. I trust the change unfolding in my life. I feel like this has something to do with your family. It could be soul family. It could be your blood family. Trust. You really need to trust. And I feel like you know what I'm talking about. It may be a change that's going on with your mother. It feels like something family related. That's all I got for you for that one. And we have you. We have you. Crazy Daisy said, I chose to only accept a healthy counterpart and to allow him to heal, and I met a wonderful man. I am so fucking proud of you. Yes, that's right, because that's what you deserve. You know who you are. You know your worth. And the healing is still happening. Don't forget that the healing is going to continue to happen. So continue to be open to the fact that things are going to come up for you. But the fact that you know your worth and you understand that you are manifesting exactly what you believe you deserve for yourself, it's going to keep happening that way. But it's also going to be that wonderful man is going to help to support you and see you no matter where you are, no matter what you're healing. That's important too. All right, who was next? I think I saw another donation come in. Thank you, Laura. Laura, this one's for you. Samantha, Mysterious Energy said, Samantha, I second that. Her light is why I'm drawn to this channel. Oh my God, thank you so much. I don't know what Samantha said though. God bless you. Your light shines brighter and I love it. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying. This is the light of healing. This is the light of support. This is the light of sisterhood. This is the light of union energy. This is my divine counterpart. This is the light of the divine shining through me, because I just had to break through another block to figure out who I am and what my worth is, and the fact that I'm human and I'm healing, and I'm okay with that, because I know that on the other side of it, I'm just going to shine even brighter. So thank you for that, guys. And I'm reflecting that light right back to you. I'm reflecting your light. So you're beautiful. I love the energy in here right now. You guys are amazing. I'm glad that resonated for you, Crazy Daisy. Pian, thank you very much. Oh, wait, Laura, I'm pulling one for Laura. Hang on one second. Can I get one for Laura, please? There's a song on. It's a little heavier. It's a little heavier. Laura, I feel like you're going through something right now. Hello from the other side. I feel like maybe you lost someone. Feels like maybe you lost someone. Justice says, I want to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. Hello from the other side. I hear it again. I welcome clear action, or clear vision and inspired action. Number 5 card again. This is change. Now, there's this black dot on here, and it feels like, to me, it feels like an eclipse or something of the sun. It feels like darkness has moved in front of the sun. It feels like maybe you're feeling a block right now. You're feeling a block to a connection with source. Um, the eagle represented in this is really amazing. It's almost like they're waiting for you to ask for help. It's a very, very powerful guiding energy. It feels like divine masculine energy. It feels like they're wanting you to allow yourself to be guided by sacred masculine energy to lead the way. And it's funny that it's right here because the third eye, the intuition, for me is usually connected to divine feminine energy. But again, they're showing this. It's almost like it feels like a block. It feels like a block in your solar plexus too. Like you forget who you are, you don't know your identity. It's either someone has passed or you've lost someone in your life. Someone has left your field. I welcome clear vision and inspired action. So inspired action to me feels like sacred masculine energy. I feel like they're guiding me to have you. So my divine masculine shows up as the eagle for me. And I was telling everyone that he posted a video this morning with the Ho'oponopono ceremony. I feel like I want you to go over and watch that. It's almost like there is some sort of distorted masculine energy in your life that has caused you so much pain that your sight is a little bit blocked right now. It feels like having him represent that energy for you and accept the responsibility and the apology for that. I feel like you need that right now. Go to Light Side Energy Healing on YouTube and watch the video that he posted today. I feel like that's going to help you a little bit. All right. Thank you, Dora, for your donation. And I don't know if it's Anika or Annika. I'm hoping that it's Annika because it's also Skywalker. So I'm going to do yours next. All right. Can I get a card for Annika? Okay. So Laura also, it says, I feel like I've lost my twin flame. So it's soul family thing. That's definitely the energy that I was feeling in there. It's definitely masculine energy. It feels like distorted masculine energy though. So if you go over to my masculine's website, he represents sacred masculine energy that's going to help you to clear out the energy that's blocking right now. Oh, we get this one again. I celebrate my lineage and honor my ancestors. Annika, this is for you. This looks very green to me this time, and she's got her hands on her heart chakra. Again, this feels like someone that is passed, or it's one of your guides. It's just say my ancestors, but it feels like one of your guides giving you a message. I'm going to grab another one, actually. It's number 2 card. Feels like it could be about union. It could be a father energy. It definitely feels like someone that's passed. Oh, wow. There's medicine in my shadow. 37, it's number 10. It's completion. It's like it was the completion of a karmic cycle, dealing with that loss. There's medicine in my shadow, sitting in the place where these feelings are coming up, understanding what those feelings are telling you. Sitting in the middle of that shadow, there's definitely some shadow work that you need to be doing right now because it's going to give you so much wisdom. It's going to give you so much wisdom. And it could be too that doing that and getting to that kind of still place, that intuitive space to connect with whoever this is, they have some important messages for you about something that's hidden, something within a shadow that you're not seeing. There's something hidden that you're not seeing that is coming up to be healed. That's for sure. Yeah, all right. She said goose pimples. Okay, Dora is next. Dora the Explorer. All right. I'm going to do Dora's. If we have any more donations after that, I'm going to get to those donations. If not, we're at an hour and a half right now. So I think I may just pull one final card after that for probably from my Power of Surrender deck that I love, or one of the new ones that I got. And we'll see what else is next if there's no more donations. But this one is for Dora. Thank you guys so much for being here. So W. Luna Bo is reminding everyone that the messages can be for anyone it resonates with, not just who it is being pulled for. There's a lot of people in here that are, especially those that are feeling this kind of sister energy. These are all for everyone. My emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth. This is the number 9 card. So the number 9 is really close to the number 10, but not quite there yet. Not quite a fucking 10 yet. Almost to completion. They also talk about the cycles. They're reminding me of like a woman's cycles. My emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth. So they're also talking about the stages of grief. You know, all the different stages of grief. 44 people in here. I just saw the number 44 again. So this is also about connecting with your angels. The different cycles of grief, you know, you go through shock and then I don't even know what all of the different phases are, but you know, you get to anger, and once you get to anger, you get to acceptance or whatever those different phases are. It's important for us to allow ourselves to feel each one of those. The ability though to move through them quicker and see them from a different angle is what we have ascended to, the level that we have ascended to, that we can observe them from the outside. And if we're feeling anger, we can allow ourselves to feel it in a healthy way, but to change our reaction so that we can feel the anger, but our reaction isn't out of anger. It is a place of boundaries and observing that anger and saying, okay, well, this is the way that I'm going to react, though. I'm going to process that anger. I'm going to allow it to work through me in a healthy way to lead me to my truth, the truth of what's underneath of the anger. But because I am in an evolved place and I'm in an ascended place, I'm able to change my reaction to whatever that stimulus was in the first place. We have the power to do that now. And it feels like the energy of this 11/11 portal, this last full moon, they're saying was a big part of it too. And it's embracing the energy of that as we come back down out of it too, even when the energies aren't so heightened, especially when the energies are heightened, but as we're coming back down, remembering what that cycle is and drawing on the power of all of that, the power of our knowing. And the emotions, the power of our emotions, the power of what our feelings, our human feelings are telling us. We can observe them, we can feel them and observe them at the same time. That is feminine power. That is empowered feminine energy. That one's for you, Dora. Jessica, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. I'm going to pull one for you right now. Anyone who hasn't hit the thumbs up, please do that, even if you're watching this later. All right, Jessica, this is for you. Jessica, I remember you. I'm pretty sure I did a reading for you, right? I remember that name. It was earlier on, though. I feel like you were one of my earlier readings when I first started. I remember names in a weird way. All right. Can I get a card for Jessica, please? Same card. If you didn't realize that that card was for you and it resonated for you, they're like, that one was for you. There's something coming out in your emotions that you're not accepting. You're trying to block something. You're trying to block one of your emotions that's coming out right now. Yeah. You're not sitting in the middle of it. It's like, well, but I want to move forward. I don't want to sit in the past though. Or there's something coming up from the past that I don't really want to admit. There's something that you're blocking right now. Don't do that. Sit in the middle of it and face it head on. That's what we do here. If you want to do it right now, let's do it right now. Tell me what you want to face. Tell me what the energy of that is, and you have the support right now to do that. And we'll hold you up. If you don't want to, that's totally fine too. But I think that you know what this is. If there's something that you want to say out loud in order to create it and to have it be and to face it in this supportive environment, let's do it. But my emotions move through cycles and connect me to my truth. What is your truth? What is the truth that you're hiding from? There's something there. We got you. Even if you don't say it out loud, we have you right now. My divorce is almost final. Okay? I remember what it was like when my divorce was coming to final, and it was pretty brutal leading up to it. The day of, it was almost like I was transforming into a new person. I was scared of who that person was going to be. I was scared of how I was going to support my children. I was scared of who I was by myself. The identity of just me, not connected to someone else. I'm telling you right now, the identity of that person is so important. It's who you are deep down. The power of that person is shining through right now by just stating that out loud. She's having a hard time letting go. Of course you are. Of course you are. Yes. Because you were a different person when you were connected to that person. And it is the end of a cycle. It's not easy. I have chills right now. It's not easy coming to the end of a cycle. And sometimes we cycle back through those emotions again. Sometimes we think that we're through them, but we cycle back through them again because our faith is meant to be tested. We are meant to have doubt. We're meant to go back over these things and peel away the layers until we are deep down at the heart of it. It's not easy to just go straight to the heart of whatever these core wounds are. We're not. This is what we were talking about in the very beginning of the video too. The people that are being triggered, the people that are digging down into their self-worth issues, even though it's just like, I know who I am. Why is this coming back up again? There are many, many, many layers that we have to get through to get deep down to the heart of whatever the issue is. And sometimes we have to re-examine it and come back to that 0 point. What is that 0 point? That's the powerful tool that we have in our arsenal now that we didn't have before. Go ahead, peel another layer away from me. I'm like challenging. Show me another layer that I need to peel away from, because all it's doing is strengthening my faith, strengthening my knowing, showing me something else that I can draw power from. Another darker energy that's come in to show me you're not quite there yet. Check yourself. You're not quite there yet. There's a little bit more shadow there, but you're a powerful, light-filled being. Shine your light on it a little bit, learn from it, and it's just empowered you even more. Sit in the middle of it. It's so empowering. And sometimes you have to go through that cycle and do that again, and do that again, and do that again until you get to the point where it's like it starts to get less and less and less. They're showing me that spiral, that universal spiral, that sacred geometry. Oh, you know what? I've got it right here in my bra. Actually, hold tight for 1 second. Let me get it. An ammonite. I knew there was a reason that I had to be wearing this one today. You cycle around, you cycle around, you cycle around, and eventually the energy of that is not so dense, it's not so piercing, it's not so hurtful. It just is what it is. It's a learning experience. And so we revisit it and we revisit it and we revisit it until it cycles its way out and it's just dispersed and it's transmuted into unconditional love faster and faster and faster and faster. That's the point of the cycle of our emotions, like they were talking about. It's beautiful. And you're so supported. I was there many, many, many times during the process of my divorce and after. And still, as I am still connected with him and have children with him and have to deal with him in certain ways that trigger me and bring up more emotions that I thought that I was over. It's part of the process, and you are held and so supported, especially by saying that out loud. God love you. We're holding you. I don't know. This card came out too. I love myself completely and unconditionally. I think that's really all that you need to know. We love you unconditionally and completely. And it really is coming back to that 0 point. You are being built up to a space of being able to love yourself even more and even more and even more, not connected to someone else, especially someone else that is not meant to be in your life anymore. It's so hard to cycle back to that, but look at all the layers that she had to peel away to get to that. She's been through a lot. It's not easy to love yourself unconditionally and completely, but the more we strive for that and the more we just lean into peeling away each one of those layers openly and vulnerably and honestly, the faster it happens and the more held we feel, the more pure each one of these layers is. That's lovely. Divinity 444 said, I always feel like I've let go, but the missing still occurs. Yeah. There's a little bit of doubt underneath of there. There's a little bit of doubt of whether you'll feel that connection again. And you just have to go back to your 0 point again. You have to go back to your faith that you're being led exactly as you should. And that feeling, that longing is your inner self, your authentic self calling for you to love you completely. So when you feel that longing, when you feel that I'm missing this other person, intentionally send love to yourself within yourself. Set the intention to do something for yourself special, even if it's just in a tiny way. Give that love right back to yourself in honor of the experience that you had with this person that you're missing. It still honors the connection that you had. The fact that you're missing them, you're not avoiding the fact that you miss them and saying, well, okay, let me just soldier on. It's honoring that and bringing that back into yourself and realizing that everyone is a mirror to you. So you must be missing something within yourself. So give that back to yourself. All right. I think I'm going to cut it off there. I love you guys. I hate to do that. And I really don't want to, but we're at 142 right now. I want to pull one last card from the Power of Surrender deck. We have had to surrender a lot of things within this reading. But it definitely feels like this space has been a very, very healing space from the very beginning of it. There's a lot that's going to be released here, but there's also a lot of really beautiful support, and hopefully it continues. Hopefully those of you that are watching this as a replay later are drawing in the supportive healing energy from everyone in here. The sisterhood and brotherhood energy in here is so pure. I can feel it like needling at me, digging into all of the places that I have blocked that I don't realize that I do right now. I can feel it. It's really beautiful. Hi, Eva. Okay, that's a good question. She said, what is faith and what is wishful thinking? Sometimes I miss it. That's pain, that's trauma, that's your ego. Sometimes your ego needs to have a little bit of love. When you think that it's wishful thinking, that's your ego speaking, saying, I really need a hug. I'm stuck in the middle of ego and faith. And giving your ego a hug and saying, you're human, I get you, you're healing, and it's really hard to step outside of that 3D way of being. That's another one of the layers that we're peeling away. And as you peel away that layer, being thankful and giving that ego a hug and saying, it could be wishful thinking. I need to dig down underneath of that and really feel resonance and get in touch with resonance. If you think that it's wishful thinking, it's doubt. That's doubt sitting on top of it. That's the doubt that the ego is causing, sitting on top of the faith of your knowing. So you need to do something for yourself, take care of yourself, do some sort of self-care. Spiritual hygiene also is going to be really important, to dig down underneath of that ego so that you can feel the difference. The difference is here. So go outside and ground yourself, get in touch with nature, separate from any other kind of distractions in order to figure out the answer to that question when you're in the middle of it. All right, guys. This one's coming up again. Surrender to rest and sleep. To prevent burnout, slow down. Honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. It's about trying to barrel through it and not wanting to sit in the middle of the pain. Nobody wants to. The difference is the happiness and joy that comes from sharing each other's pain, sistering each other's the load, and helping each other to carry that. There's so much joy in the support that I feel from all of you supporting each other and supporting me and allowing me to help support you also. That is so beautiful, even within the pain. It's so important. And barreling through it and not allowing yourself to process through the emotions, that cycle of the emotions, and just trying to dig and dive right through the middle to get through to the other side of it, it's not healthy. And it's not allowing you to get to a point where you rest, because you're going to go through the emotions of it. You're going to have that initial reaction, and then you're going to observe yourself. You're going to listen to your emotions. You're going to feel them. You're going to be in the middle of the pain a little bit. You draw on the strength of other people. And then as soon as you are able to see a little bit more clearly, feel the support, get to the other side of it, that's when you rest. And barreling through it and not going through all the steps of those things doesn't allow you to rest properly at the end of it. Because once you do that, you have healed the things that you've needed to heal going through all of those steps. Getting to that point and then resting is really what's going to help you to prevent burnout. It's important to go through all of those steps and not skip. We're here to remind each other of that, and to, when you're at one of the steps that feels really hard, resonating with somebody else, reaching out, leaning on them, to be able to help know that you're being seen and understood. As empaths, we need that. It's going to help you to really, really, after you have a really good cry, that's what they're showing me, is like, this girl had the ugly cry on the couch. She just like let it all out and processed everything that she needed to process. After that cry, it's always just like, oh God, I feel like such a load off. I need to take a nap. And it's a rest that your body feels after an immense cleansing. It's important. You got to do the cleansing first, though. So surrender to that, surrender to those emotions and even the heaviness within them. I know it's easier said than done. If you guys want a private reading from me, all the information is in the box below. Like I said at the beginning, I've opened up and updated my availability for the next 3 weeks. If you're unable to find a time that works with you, if you're looking to do a live session, just email me and we'll try to set something up. I'm going to sit here with you guys for just a minute, like I always do. And 4664. So 46 people in here, 64. It's a mirror number. You guys are mirroring me right now. And I feel tired from having gone through all of this and channeled everything that I did. It feels like the mirror within that is you guys feeling built up and energized from the energy that you came in with in the first place. So that just shows me that the work that I've put in is it's like encouraging me that it's helping, because you guys are feeling energized and guided and held, and makes me really proud. So I'm going to sit here in your energy and allow you to kind of fill me a little bit like I love to do. And yeah, so I'm going to read through these comments just a little bit. God love you. Stay here with me as long as you want to. Lloyd said 2222. We've been getting so many number syncs too. Number syncs. Number syncs is something that I think that we should do a video on too, Lloyd, actually. Oh. They're telling me something about there's like a question. Somebody has a question about my week with my divine masculine. Okay, so Wendy is asking Lloyd, are you from this side of the pond too? She lives in England. So I feel like that's something that they wanted me to just bring up and talk about, is that my divine masculine lives in England and I live in the US. So that is something that a lot of people have been wondering about their twins or about their counterparts. How does that work? How does that work? Like, how do you know then that what is the distance all about? And I feel like that's something that we're going to get into too. It's being revealed to us more and more. The issues that surround it are something else that poses its own positive and negative, and we embrace both of them. There are opportunities for so much learning when it comes to something like that. So we're going to talk about some of that too in upcoming videos. 4466. Lots of stuff going on right now. All right. PN, thank you. 2323. I love that number. All right. So there's one in here. This book that I have, Now is the Time. Now is the time for something. There's something else there. I opened right up to it. Now is the time to hold on to love. You'll know when it's worth fighting for, when it's lighting your life, when you never feel alone. Savor it, treasure it, and fight as hard as you can to keep it. The most important thing in life is to learn how to give out love and to let it come in. That message was for me. And I know exactly what it's telling me. I get it. That's for a lot of you too. Mysterious Energy. She said she lives in Texas. Where in Texas do you live? I have my brother and my sister both live there, actually. And we'll probably be going there soon. I just hang out with you guys all day. It's like you're here with me. I will rest. Thank you, Ludobo. Thank you, Mom. She said, thank you so much, Karen, for coming on and lifting us all up. Time for you to rest. We don't want you to get sick again. I love you too. Thank you very much. I will be off of here in just 1 second. She's tapping me on the shoulder like, hello, turn it off. It's pretty much turned off right now. So I feel like I needed that one last message. This has to do with me drawing off of your energy in order to give me that message too. Julie Egan, if you need to dig further into it, we can dig further into it. Like I said, if you guys want to book a private reading with me, go to my website. And I love you. I love you. I fucking love you. I love all of you. I'm going to get going now. Thank you so much for being here. And I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll be back.